Hello, my name is Esports Money's ESM Mac10, basically whatever you want to call me, and today we're going to be going over my guide to Jungling Sniper. Now before we start this guide, I want to be very clear about this and give this a preface in the same way that I gave my Bloodseeker guide. I don't think that Jungling Sniper is the most efficient way to play the hero. I think the hero is best played as an offlaner, a mid, or safe lane farmer, just due to the nature of the way the hero is designed. However, if you're bad at last hitting, if you think your lane's going to be really hard, or you just feel like jungling Ancients, this is a good way to get some guaranteed farm and some levels in the early game. I've been able to get Midas by around 8 minutes, and even if you think that that's bad, you can always just use that gold to get items that could be more impactful, such as a Ring of Aquila and some tier 2 boots like Phase or Treads, in order to help out your team earlier in the game. This build also starts taking points in Shrapnel at level 5. So from level 5, you can start maxing Shrapnel, which means you should be able to max Shrapnel by around level 9, which is good because Shrapnel scales off really hard into the late and mid game. However, you do need early levels in your passive for a variety of reasons. So now that we have all of that being said, let's get down to business. It is 5 seconds until the game starts. My starting items are always Quelling Blade, 2 Slippers of Agility, and 2 Iron Branches. I get my Take Aim passive at level 1 because you need to be able to hit the creeps effectively, or without moving or microing too much. So we're going to start by taking these 2 trees down, and then we're going to take a big circle of trees around the ancient camp, very similar to how we did for the Drow Ranger and Medusa jungling guides. The reason I wait till 5 seconds to start is so that it gives me extra time before the trees start to respawn, and the creeps don't actually spawn until 30 seconds. Cutting the trees.
As you say.
Oh, one more thing. If you can see my mouse up in the corner of my screen, it's better to have a ward right there than it is anywhere closer to the top rune. This way you'll still get vision of the top rune and you'll have vision of the Ancients, so that when the trees start to grow back, you'll have an easier time stacking them. Just wanted to point that out there if you have a support that's putting up wards and you think he'll listen to you, which isn't always the case. In fact, it's rarely the case, but whatever.
Yes.
I'm going to start by hitting the big Ancient Thunderhide. Now, as a general rule, you always want to kill the smallest creeps in the camp. However, because the large Thunderhide has 2 armor, which is the same that the small ones have, it's worth it to focus him down, because he's going to give you a lot more money and a lot more experience than his little buddies have.
Easy shot.
It's good to get level 2 as fast as you can. In general, the idea is to kill things as fast as possible, or at least kill anything as fast as possible, because you want to get experience as fast as possible so that you can level up as fast as possible so that you can kill things even faster than you were before.
Pardon the interruption, sir, but it's a phone call.
When you have stacks of multiple different types of creeps, it's always best to focus the Thunder Hides, or Rumble Hides, whatever they are. Stegosaurus things, dinosaurs. It's always best to focus them, because they die the fastest. Killing this next one will probably get me a level 2. At level 3, I typically get my headshot. It's 15 extra bonus damage, but the big deal. At level 2, I get my headshot, and at level 3, I'll get headshot again, because I don't really need the bonus range. Because as you can see, I'm having a really easy time just hitting things all day without ever moving. I'm gonna try to stack this, but I'm gonna fail at that. Doesn't really matter. You can fuck up a stack at least once, maybe twice, and still be okay, because it takes you so long to kill the Ancients anyway, unlike Medusa and Drow. This is one of the most AFK ways to jungle any hero possible. But the thing is, you do need to make sure you're focusing the same targets so that targets die faster so that you can level up faster. The 15 bonus damage from the headshot isn't that much. The true shot chance, which is 40%, is really, really big in the laning phase, but it doesn't really give you much here. However, once it increases to 40, it gives you even more of a reason to hit the Thunderhides first, because it's physical damage, which means that it can take advantage of the fact that they're very low on armor. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that. This should be an okay stack. Yeah, that should stack just fine. Since I've already started attacking him, I'm going to go ahead and focus him down. Also, the golems are really tanky anyway, so... He's got 6 armor and 2,000 health. These guys have 800 health and 4 armor. and this guy has 2,000 armor and 8 armor, or 2,000 health and 8 armor.
Gunpowder
So I'm gonna go ahead and focus him down, especially because his bounty's bigger. If the bounties were the same, I'd obviously be focusing down the little ones.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Now I'm going to start focusing down the small golems. Don't stack anymore after this point. This is about the latest that you can possibly attack them and still hope to get a good stack. I'll hit this guy maybe one more time, and then I'll wait just to be safe. And that should be a good stack.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, Thunderhides are up, so I'm going to focus the big one. At level 4, I'm going to get my second point and take aim, even though it's not 100% necessary. I prefer to have it for a little bit of safety, especially because Night makes things really, really annoying. I probably won't be able to stack this time. I might, but it's unlikely, just because of the way the stacking works. You almost have to pause and like stop juggling for a minute just to recut all the trees again. So you may just consider going to a lane at this point. But I will go ahead and get my next level of my passive. Next level of your passive doesn't really... You can't see the benefit of having the level 4 second point and take aim, but if you have the ward over here, which gives you vision, it means that you can actually shoot over the trees because your range is so long, and you can continue to stack even after these trees grow back. You'll still have to cut these trees out, though.
Take this. A fistful of bullets.
So it's 4 minutes and 47 seconds on level 4 with 165 EXP and 1,310 gold. So we're not off to a bad start, but we are going to slow down pretty drastically once the trees start to grow back, which they are now.
Shoot 'em up.
However, that was a decent stack. I'm going to stop shooting them now, start cutting out these trees again. This is the part where it really slows down. It can be really, really annoying. Really, really difficult all around. I'm going to go ahead and cut this down. There should just be one more tree that I'll have to cut down over there. Hopefully I can cut this down without aggroing them, but if I do, I don't really care.
Full bore.
Perfect.
Trick shot.
I can go ahead and pull them over to me.
Eat lead.
And continue to shoot.
Kill shot. Going ballistic.
Having this tree knocked down doesn't really help you as far as like stacking and pulling, but it can let you see if someone's coming to kill you, so you have a little bit more time to run away. As you can see, I just missed a stack, but it's not a big deal just because I already have so much stuff, it'll take me 10 years to kill them. The next level of take aim, or the next level of headshot, doesn't give you that much more damage. You can grab it if you really, really want to, but generally speaking, I get shrapnel, so that once I do stop jungling and become more involved in the game, I can actually use shrapnel to kill towers and slow down enemies.
On target.
So now I pick the big ancient that I want and just target him all day. It will take me a very, very long time to kill him because these ancients are so tanky. It would be a lot faster if I had the next level of headshot, but I don't really need it, and shrapnel is a really good skill that scales off into the mid-game and late-game, so... However, if you want, you can just take the headshot, and that way you'll have more mana for Assassinate. It's really personal preference. Your farm will be a decent bit faster if you get the headshot at level 5, though.
Under attack. Ding dong.
And honestly, if you don't have wards, if you don't have a ward where my mouse is right now, and you are going to have to cut the trees anyway, you can keep 1 point and take aim, not ever level up shrapnel, get a point in your stats at level 4, and then get headshot level 3 at level 5 to do the maximum damage to jungle the fastest. However, it makes you a lot, even though it lets you jungle faster than any build, and only if you don't have a ward right here, it still makes you a little bit less useful once you actually become involved in the game. But that's up to personal preference again. I'm lagging a little bit, but it shouldn't be an issue. This is a private lobby, but it's not a local lobby. Okay, so it's 7 minutes and 45 seconds, and I have a Midas, I'm level 5, and I have 2 slippers, 2 iron branches, and a quelling blade. My levels are pretty bad, but if I end up killing this entire camp, I'll be about halfway through level 6 towards my level 7, so I'll have my ultimate and I'll have a Midas. At this time, it's usually a good idea to rotate to lanes, start soaking up more experience there, because your money's okay. It's not great, but it's okay, but your levels are a little bit behind. Again, this is not, in my opinion, the ideal way to play Sniper, but it's not a bad way to play him either if you're in relatively low on MAR, mid 2Ks and below. This build should be fine. If I were to do this in a pub game of my own, I probably wouldn't get the Midas. I would get a Ring of Aquila and tier 2 boots so that I could be a little bit more efficient at this part in the game. But if you're jungling a Sniper, you're probably pretty greedy as it is, so I just included the Midas timing for that. So have fun jungling Sniper. Please don't do this in my games, but this is something that can work if you need it to. Thanks for watching. My name is Esports Money's ESM, MacTown, whatever you want to call me. And if you like this video or found it useful, please subscribe. Have a good day.